Hi guys, how you doing? Mr. Klein here again, talking to you guys this week about golf. So I'm going to go over just a couple basic things about the golf swing, and then I'm going to demonstrate a few things, and then that'll be it. Now I have another video on YouTube that's really good that I thought was sharing with you guys about how to hit irons really well. So first of all, come over closer here and you can see what is in an actual golf bag. So this is my golf bag. But just to understand that there's 14 clubs in a bag, okay? You can't have more than that usually. But what you start with is the driver. That's your biggest club. And then you have a 3-wood. And this is what's called a little utility iron wood, or what they call like a rescue club. And then it starts with the irons. It goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, pitching wedge. And then there's wedges that I have that vary a little bit in the loft. So you have a 52, a 56, and a 60. Well, what's the big difference here? Oh, and I can't forget the putter too. Okay, you have the putter there when you get on the green. So what's the difference here? Well, what you should understand is that you really want to have a big club like a driver in your bag, because that's what makes the ball go the furthest. And then 3-wood and downward. So as you get into the irons, like the 4-iron is going to go farther than say a 9. Okay, because it's got less loft. So if you were to look at both of these clubs, you could see that the 4 is a little more upright and the 9 is a little bit more loft. Okay, so what we're going to show you today is just kind of how to hit, or how to grip an iron first and then how to hit. So I'm just going to grab my 9-iron, which is in my hand right now, and I just want to go over the grip first. So when I put the club on the ground, what I want to do is I want to align my hands on this grip. Now the word golf pride, and this little thing here says align, usually on all clubs, but it will go right in line with the face of the club. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get my hands set. So my left hand's at the top, my right hand's at the bottom. Now there's 3 different grips. The one's just a basic baseball grip. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to grip with my thumbs down. Okay. And then the next one that you could do is an interlock grip, and that's where I'm going to have my index finger and my pinky finger actually interlock with thumbs down. Or you could put this one over the top of the groove there and then put your thumbs down. But either way, you want to make sure that that's kind of the grip so that your thumb is covered up and then everything's in line with the thumbs down. All right, so I really recommend kind of an interlock, because that way your hands won't slip on the club. Okay, so that's how you take a grip. Okay, so now we're gonna move over here. I'm gonna show you 2 things. I'm gonna show you how to align up to the ball. So with the 9-iron, I got some sticks here to help me too, because these lines here are in line with the ball and where I want the ball to go. And this is important because this is keeping me square to the target. So I have another stick here that you can use, and it's in the center of my stance. So I'm going to take the grip that I just showed you behind the ball. All right, now the first thing you really want to think about when you take a golf swing is, they always say keep your head down. Well, that is really true, because if you pick your head up, the club is going to go with it. So I have these sticks in here for a reason. So when you're just beginning, you just want to work on taking it straight back. And if I stop right there, I should look at the club being almost square to this stick. All right, what I don't want to see is this or this. That's incorrect. You can see how they're offline. All right, so once I get used to that and I'm back here, I can actually come through and I should be in line with the front stick. I shouldn't be like this, and I shouldn't be like this. All right, so I'm just gonna work on just that first thing. I'm gonna take my grip and my stance, I'm gonna take it back, and then I'm gonna come through and hit it. Okay, really, really simple. It's just taking it back to there. Once I get comfortable, and I feel like I can start making contact, because if I'm missing it just doing that, you want to stay doing that the whole time. So after I feel comfortable with that, I'm making good contact. Now I want to take it back, and then I want to hinge my wrist so that the butt end of the club is facing that stick, and everything should be in a line. Okay, this is not correct. See where it's going? It's going out that way, or down, it's going towards my feet. So that's a good way to remember. And then again, when I'm feeling comfortable, I'm going to take it back, hinge, and then come through, and I'm going to make contact and hit it. And same thing on the fall through. If you look right there, you can see the butt end of the club is facing the target line, which is my other stick. Okay, that is probably where you're going to spend a lot of time learning golf, is just those two little parts. Okay, because if you can't hit the ball, then golf's no fun. And then once you get really efficient at doing those things, now you can start taking a full golf swing where I'm coming to here, I'm hinging, and then I'm bringing it up to where the club is almost parallel again. And then I'm coming through and I'm making contact. Biggest error all golfers that I see that are struggling with golf is they pick their head up and they move their body, and I'll show you that. So here they are and they take their swing, but when they come through, they miss the ball because their head comes up. They want to see where it goes and they miss the ball or they mishit it. So that's really important when you do that. So that's the basics of a kind of an iron swing. And then the last thing I'll show you, which is always the most fun to hit, is a driver. And I have a tee here to demonstrate. You want to have a tee. And you can see a lot of these are great now because they actually show you where to put it in. So there's the little blue line. And I'm going to put that in. I know my grass is tall here. All right, but I'm going to set that up. I'm going to put my tee on there. And by the way, if you use wiffle ball golf balls in your backyard, you're not going to break any windows. And that's what you don't want. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the same thing. Now this time I got to move back a little bit because this is a long club. And I can move the stick back. All right, but I'm still doing the same thing. Now the only difference I would say for a driver is you want it more up by your front foot because it's such a big club. And you want to keep your head behind the ball and do the same thing I just told you about. And this is a fun one because when I come through, I really want to hit it on the upswing. So here we go. All right, and then you can see how I hit that, but you want to make sure that you're teeing it up because that's a big face, and that's a lot of fun to hit as a driver. That can go a long ways. So that's kind of the basics of kind of golf and the different clubs. What I would recommend you to do is right now, maybe if you're thinking about it, you're interested in this, is go to a driving range, and some of them are open now. And when you really feel like comfortable with your buddies, go down to Shenango Commons. That's a great place to go and just go out and just have some fun. And golf is a lifetime activity. It's something you should enjoy your whole life. Regardless of how good you play, you're out there, you're getting exercise, and it's a great way to enjoy the weather and your friends around you. Okay, so that's it for golf this week, and be sure to watch the other video on how to hit irons. That guy really talks well about kind of like using like a croquet mallet in order to hit the ball. Okay, that same concept. Okay, thank you. I hope you guys are having a good time at home, and hope everybody's being safe, and we'll talk to you soon.